Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6:30. I will call the Tuesday, June 1st meeting of the Superior Common Council to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councillor Ledeen.
Here.
Councillor Van Sickle. Here. Councillor Bender.
Here.
Councillor Sweeney.
Here.
Councillor Fennessy.
Here.
Councillor Elm.
Here.
Councillor Ludwig.
Here.
Councillor Sutherland.
Here.
Councillor Kern.
Here.
And Councillor Grasky.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Quorum. First item is number 3, approval of the minutes from the May 18th regular council meeting.
So moved. Second.
Motion is by Councillor Bender, the second by Councillor Elm. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
Item 6.1 is the mayor's report.
Councilors, you will notice you have a hard copy of the packet of proposals for next week's Committee of the Whole meeting. It does not include the worksheet that you'll be using. You're going to get that at some point this week to just look at, but for now, I want you to be able to just read through these. Start writing down your questions. You may have some temptation to reach out to those department heads or counselors you have relationships with, but I'd encourage you to hold those questions for that meeting so that we can all hear the answer to them. But for now, it's a big packet. Read through it, generate those questions, and within a couple of days, we'll send you the worksheet that you'll be using. Now, those proposals are in no particular order. They might be alphabetical by department, but you'll notice even the general fund and CIP proposals are somewhat mixed together. That will sort out when you get the worksheets that we'll be using next Tuesday. So right now, again, it's really just for reading. If you feel that something you requested is not in there or is not adequately represented by some other proposal, reach out to us. We can get some last minute things out there if you've already requested it. However, there may be some, I think I reached most of you, but there may be some things that I've deliberately pulled out because they would better fit some other budgets. If you made a proposal that would fit better in the landfill or the stormwater budgets, those come after our general fund and CIP process, and we'll come to those another time. But we do have those. If for some reason we start elevating stormwater projects or something at the same time, we'll loop those back in. Are there any questions about it for now? I hope not too many. Not, that's all I have.
Item 7.1 is the Finance Committee recommendations from the May 13th meeting. Is there a report from the chair?
Yes, thank you. I'll just highlight a few items. Number one, although this may seem self-serving, I thank the leadership for nominating the 3 people back on the Finance Committee. We work well together. We've got some experience now, so I thank you for that. I'm number 4 on the agenda, but number 2 for me is the Mayor and Nick presented the branding position for the city, and maybe, Mary, you want to just talk about that for 30 seconds or so, just to kind of fill us in on that.
Yeah, the 30-second version, we partnered with the Development Association to hire a consultant to create a brand for the entire community. And one of the things that the city of Superior as an institution benefits from that is a potential new logo. Now, what SEC Design has been presenting at the Finance Committee and some other organizations is again, community-wide campaign that would involve branding for both private businesses, business advocacy groups and nonprofits, and marketing campaigns. We could use that stuff too, but primarily what we would be interested in is simply considering changing our logo and to match up with what hopefully many organizations throughout the community would then start using to create kind of a community-wide brand. That's the short version, and when we're ready to bring that to council, it should be in the next couple of meetings, we can discuss that a little bit more at that time too.
The next 2 are I would put it under education. We had a presentation from the library director, Sue, explaining to us Northern Waters, which is an outreach of the northern counties in northern Wisconsin. So she did an excellent job there, and we also had a explanation or a presentation from Terry Johnson, who is our new assessor. So those we're going to try and continue on with a little education and all these things. Some things are new to us, and so we're just to keep us informed and when things come up. Director puts a refinancing analysis from our bonding company, and all the interest rates, the two of them that we did earlier in the year, so we're up to par on that. We're getting the lowest rates possible, so that's good news. And I think the other thing is the general financial overview that we are presented every month, and Director Putz reviewed the 2021 guide for the approximately $17 million we're going to receive from the government. So I don't know if that number is solid yet, but she's on top of that, and so we were interested in that. So that's my report. Thank you.
Are there any questions for the chair? If not, I'm seeing no business. Human Resource Committee.
Human Resources Committee, a report from the chair.
I was absent from the last Human Resource Committee meeting because I hadn't seen some family members for a year and a half, so that took precedence for me. But Councilor Sweeney and Councilor Van Sickle recommended approval for the coordinated response specialist position, and also the approval to request to fill the position. And in case you might think this is a recent request, Chief Alexander has attested that he's been advocating for a position like this for several years now. And so we finally approved it in the current budget for this year. And the position description was subsequently created as a joint effort between the Superior Police Department and other professionals from numerous stakeholder organizations throughout the Twin Ports and the Douglas County area. Our police officers and other first responders interact with citizens with chronic needs on a daily basis. However, they don't have the time or expertise required to seek out and refer those citizens to the resources needed to help them in the long term. We believe this new coordinated response specialist position will fill that gap. And so therefore, I move that we approve the Human Resources Committee recommendation to approve both the job description and the request to fill the position for the coordinated response specialist.
The motion is by Councilor Ludwig, the second by Councilor Bender. That was to approve both items. Yes. Councilors. The motion then is to approve both items. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
Item 8.1 is the Golf Course Committee minutes from the May 10th, 2021. Is there a report from a chair?
I can't remember if you're the chair of that, Mr. Sweeney.
Is that golf?
Yes.
I am not the chair, but
I'll turn your light on, Jeff.
We did have a meeting. I think, again, the 32nd, the golf course had a profitable year for 2020. We're starting out 2021. COVID played a big part. One of the things are moving along well there. They're doing we hear no complaints, and we always, one of us at least, asks the management, what kind of problems are we having? And they have none. The restaurant is now open, and it will take non-golfers there, and so take advantage of that and make your own judgment whether it's good food or not, but it is another restaurant that's open. And so they're going well. Tournaments are starting to fill up a little. Last year, obviously, we didn't have them. They're starting to fill their calendar for some tournaments. So everything at this point in time is going well. Thank you.
Other questions? Not Plan Commission.
Plan Commission from the May 19th meeting. Is there a report from the chair?
Other than the business that you see on the agenda here, the Plan Commission had a think, very good discussion about how to better use the Small Business Grant Fund. If you approve these grants tonight, that will deplete this fund for the year. We are obviously only halfway through the year. Businesses are still regularly opening and expanding within our community, and I think we could, I don't want to say do a disservice because it's still a relatively new fund, but we could miss several opportunities. I think this has done quite a bit of good within the community. And while we've discussed some ways of tightening up how often we give out the grants, or whether or not we should say yes to every single one, which we have so far, we're looking at a different process. And I hope to be able to bring to the Plan Commission one of the similar proposal to what we talked about at the meeting, which was the idea of discussing these at a semi-regular basis with a capped amount several times a year. And just as an example, I don't know if this is what will go to the Plan Commission, but to have a quarterly meeting about small business grants, have a set amount of money for just that meeting, and award it all to the applicants, up to, of course, however much they ask for, but potentially not awarding every grant applicant or as much as they've actually asked for. So that's one of the things we'll strongly consider. With that, though, I hope to be able to propose sort of a booster for 2021 in anticipation of you all funding the program with even more money next year. Budget process unfolding now, I think, especially if we can use any ARPA funds for that, I think it might be wise to inject that with a little bit more cash yet this year. If there are no questions, I would entertain a motion to approve all of the business of the Plan Commission.
Motion to approve.
The motion is by Councilor Bender, the second by Councilor Elm. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. The motion carries.
8.3 is the Redevelopment Authority of the City of Superior from the May 19th meeting.
The chair is not here. I would only point out that we lost our current chair. He had to resign. Mike McCoshen, I get the McCoshens confused, had left the city and had to resign from the Redevelopment Authority, but we elected Ann Porter as our chair with Deb Emery as the vice chair. So I am looking for a member of the to fill Mr. McCoshen's seat as well. Unless there are questions about we only have the one item to approve the resolution. What is your pleasure? The motion is by Councilor Kern, second by Councilor Fennessy. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. Motion carries. We'll just take these others together.
Item 8.4 and 8.5 are the Mayor's Commission on Communities of Color.
You can keep that.
Oh, and we'll go down to 8.6, which is the Festival Committee, and the Mayor's Commission on Disabilities.
Is there a report from any of these special committees? Councilor Van Sickle?
Thanks. Just briefly reporting that the Mayor's Commission on Communities of Color adopted the newest trail out in Itasca, Makwa Zibis Mikana, and also voted to send sponsorship to support Juneteenth here in Superior, which of course recognizes the end of enslavement dating back to 1865, which is 2.5 years after President Lincoln had already granted freedom. So that is a good move for that commission. We're excited to support it. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there reports from the Festival Committee or Commission on Disabilities?
Yes, Mayor Finn.
Councilor Sullivan.
The Festival Committee, we just went through about four different topics of discussion, a couple applications for permits, nothing major on there. And then the Mayor's Commission on Disabilities was a 5-minute meeting, just going over the minutes from last time and approval of them, and that's it.
Thank you. Unless there are questions for any of those members, we can move on.
Item 10.1, I am recommending approval of miscellaneous licenses.
So moved. Second.
Motion is by Councilor Bender, second by Councilor Fennessy. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
I'm recommending approval of the preliminary alcohol report. It comes in two parts. Part 1 is the renewal of applicants that are in compliance, and part 2 is renewal applicants that are not current because of delinquent special assessments, property taxes, or some other violations. There is one, I'm requesting that we take Lady Vi Enterprises, Inc. from part 1 and move them to part 2 to set the public hearing for June 15th with the other 3 that are listed on part 2. We just have some unresolved issues and license applications that we need a little bit more time to straighten out, and not ready to recommend approval for that one quite yet.
So is there a motion to approve all of the applicants listed in part 1 except Lady Vice?
So moved. Second.
Motion is by Counselor Fennessy, the second by Counselor Bender, to approve all of the applicants absent Lady Vice. Is there discussion? Counselor Kern?
Just have the record reflect that I'm abstaining, please.
Counselor Kern will abstain from this vote. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed
Aye.
say no. The motion carries. Counselor Kern did not vote. Part 2, we would entertain a motion to set a public hearing for the June 15th regular common council meeting for all of the applicants listed in part 2 as well as Lady Vi's Inc.
So moved. Second.
Motion is by Counselor Bender, second by Counselor Fennessy to set the public hearings. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
Item 10.3 is a resolution of the City of Superior, Wisconsin, identifying blighted property and providing approval to the redevelopment authority of the City of Superior to assist in private acquisition, improvement, and development of blighted property.
So moved. Second.
Motion is by Counselor Bender, the second by Counselor Fennessy. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
Item 10.4 is a resolution of the Common Council authorizing the transfer of property located on Barton Avenue near 28th Street to the redevelopment authority of the City of Superior.
So moved. Second.
Who made the motion? Counselor Kern made the motion, and Counselor Elm made the second. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
10.5 is an ordinance introduced by the Common Council concerning the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources Compliance Maintenance Annual Report for 2020.
Moved. Second.
Motion is by Counselor Kern, second by Counselor Bender. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
10.6 is a resolution introduced by the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry of the City of Superior, supporting the proclamation of World Migratory Bird Celebration Week in the City of Superior.
So moved.
Motion is by Counselor Elm, second by Counselor Bender. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries. And unless we have further business, I don't believe we do, we are adjourned. Thank you, counselors. Good evening.